Usually I set it up about 16 inches up from the road. That way we're getting mostly the front bumper. And the key is you want to set it up somewhere where it's straight, not really around a corner, because you want to make sure the beams are going straight across the road. And you don't want to put it where it's bumpy, because if it's bumpy, if you hit the first beam with one part of your vehicle and you bump and now it's hitting at a different part, you're not going to get an accurate reading. Normally, because of the short distance though, you're going to get a really out of whack number, like going like 100 miles an hour, when it's obviously they're not going 100 miles an hour.
How often do you get something like that, where it seems like a pretty wacky reading?
Usually if that happens, it's because of cross traffic. That you'll get traffic going one direction, they break the first beam, another vehicle's coming the other way, they break the second beam before the first car hit it. So it tops out at 120, so that's the highest it would ever go. So usually if you get a reading of 120, it's because you had cross traffic.
Gotcha.
As far as the bumping or not getting an accurate reading, that very seldom happens. And that's why it's important as an operator, you need to actually be watching the traffic to be able to judge it. You can't just sit there and when it beeps, look, okay, it says 65, they're going 65. You have to be able to see that they actually are going 65. I use this quite as often because it's more time consuming. It ties you down a little bit more with the aerobic speed watches, the stopwatches. You can go out and run a detail. If you get a call, you can just up and leave. With this, if there's a call, you gotta get out, unpack it, or pack it back up, throw it back in the car, and head out. This is the head unit, what we're going to use to actually read the speeds that the unit is receiving. It plugs into a lighter, and then also the second one, that's the antenna that receives the information from the main units. We just turn it on, and then we want to test it. It's in test mode. Each time we test it 3 times. It should say 40 each time. If it does, then it passes, and then it starts linking to the unit, and it's ready to go. It's just like any other device we use. It's up to the operator to be properly trained and proficient with what they're using. Same thing with the stopwatches. If they're not being used properly, you're not going to get an accurate speed. If you're not paying attention and can say, yeah, they were actually going that speed. Normally, I mean, you can tell when a car's coming whether they're going to be over or not.
Gotcha.